Yo, what's going on, everybody out there in the world? Welcome back to another episode of Welcome back to another episode of the Low Show right here on YouTube. I know a lot of y'all may be like, dang, he not really making the videos where you flip them long ways and stuff like this. I'm making videos right now that's meant for your cell phone to be held like you regularly hold your cell phone. And that's because I'm giving you guys my real organic self, and I don't feel like the messages that I'm needing to deliver right now need to be like edited. It needs to be raw, uncut, giving you my real self. So what I want to do is introduce to y'all not Logan, not Granddaddy Low, but Aquan, because that's why I'm really being right now is Aquan. I don't really like to go by my first name. I don't like a lot of people to call me my first name, but that's what my mom, when I was born, that's what she named me, and that's what I let people call me on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? When they know me personally. So this is what I'm giving you guys. Real personal, upfront, raw, uncut myself. One thing that I want to come and talk about today is, as a lot of you guys may know, like I've been professionally tapped into music for about 4 years now. I've been doing music for a while, but I really said, hey man, I'm gonna take this thing serious and figure it out on my own. When I was in Iraq on my last deployment. And what you guys don't know is one of my big drives and my big pushes was my sister having breast cancer. And then it moved to her brain, and she dealt with brain cancer twice, in which she finally ended up succumbing to brain cancer and transitioning into the next life. But what you really don't know is I came home from Iraq. They sent me home for 2 weeks, and I got to spend time with my sister. During that 2 weeks, I would literally come from Spartanburg to Greenville to bring her to her appointments that were in Spartanburg. At the Gibbs Cancer Center, I think. And during that time, I got to see my sister in ways that I didn't get to see her. I came home and it was different. I left home, she was walking. She didn't have her hair, but I left home, she was walking. When I came back, she was using a walker. I had to help her down the steps, help her in and out of the car. And when I took her to these appointments, it changed my life because I got to see somebody who I held at a high caliber, who was like a second mom to me, go through life-changing experiences, and that can really shift your mental. Things in life that you really cared about, you start to second guess them, and do they really even matter? I got to take my sister to her appointments, and which I got to sit in a room and see her be laid on a table. They put this mask on her that was sculpted to her face, and they screwed it down to the table, and then they took, in which those weren't x-rays, but they did radiation treatment on her brain for the brain cancer. And when you experience things like that in life, it can break you. It really breaks you. It makes you look at a lot of stuff very differently. Needless to say, I went back on deployment, went through some bullshit, came back home and got right back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to music, thank God for my guy Chang and my guy Sergeant Jackson. Those are my guys who really I vibed out to my first album to them when it was in its rawest form. I'm talking about recording it on my iPhone 6. But when I got home, I stuck to music because music was therapeutic for me. It helped me make it through all of the things that I was going through. All of my mental battles. My first time going to a major studio, which was Speak Life Studio in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I took my sister with me. I remember that day that I told her I wanted her to come with me, and she didn't hesitate to say that she wanted to come. I ended up, she ended up coming down from Greenville to Spartanburg. Man, she got dressed up, man. She went and bought some new shoes. And my mom still has those shoes, those Felines. They're still brand new because she only wore them a few times. So she went and got new shoes. She went and, oh Lord, yeah, hot. But yeah, she went and got new shoes. She went and got an outfit just to go to the studio with me. She thought we was taking pictures. I remember her. I thought we was about to take pictures and everything. But this is the thing. My sister, and you know, she first didn't believe in me when I started making music. She still seen me as her little brother. And this is the words from her mouth. But I took her to my first studio session, which I booked 2 hours, and I recorded my whole album in 2 hours. My whole album, Texas, and I recorded it in 2 hours. You know, because I had been practicing and going back over it for damn near half a year. But I recorded my whole album in 2 hours, and she got to see me put in work. I got to see her watch me, see her record me. And when we left the studio that day, she told me, she was like, Aquan, you know what? When you first told me that you wanted to be a rapper, I was just like, oh, another rapper? Like a lot of you said, oh, another rapper? Like, man, we got so many of those. Everybody trying to rap. But then she told me, she's like, but after seeing your grind and knowing the work that you put in and hearing the music that you making, she was just like, you can really make it. I really believe in you. You're going to be great. Keep going, keep pushing. And I've always held those words near and dear to my soul to this day. And that's the reason why I grind so fucking hard. That's the reason why I don't give up. That's my initial reason. I can't forget that. That feeling for me is still real, and it still keeps me pushing. It still keeps me going. And that's why I would never let up. That's why I don't give a fuck how long anybody else has been rapping, what anybody else has going on, the music that anybody else makes. When I say I want to tune out the world and get in my bag, that's what I'm doing. When I say I give a damn about me so much that if I see anybody around me in my circle that I'm wasting my energy on, who's not giving me that same type of energy back, it doesn't have to be in the same format or the same way, but just that type of energy back, then I'm cutting your ass off. And I don't care about it. I still love you. I still wish greatness upon you. But I will not be there to cheer you on. I would not be there for any of your shows or none of that shit. Because my energy is important to me. That's all the fuck I really have, because at any given moment, it can all be over. So why should I waste my valuable energy on you? You know what I'm saying? And life hasn't been the same for me at all. I really feel like I'm God dang, come on, bro. What are you doing? I'm sorry, we got this truck in front of me who's driving freaking retarded. But like I was saying, okay, I should stay behind his ass. Real. See, I can probably make it. But so as I was saying, I hold those words near and dear to me. And that's my drive to really keep going these days. And I appreciate everybody who supports Granddaddy Low, but more so who supports me as a person, who rocks with me because I give them natural, organic energy. I really value you. I value your support. I value you putting on for me as I do for so many of you. I appreciate everybody for showing up. If I ever say I'm taking time to myself, don't take it as any ill will against you. Take it as me going in my soul and paying attention to the necessary things that I need to cater to for myself to keep going, to keep putting out music. But I really feel like I'm back in that type of energy to where I'm going through another transition in my life. I've hit low points recently, very low points, and it felt like I really wanted to give up on life. But I'm here now to tell everybody, big work is on the way. Granddaddy Low is in the bag. That's very different. I opened up a lot of doors with Backroads Boogie. Things are really starting to take off, and I just want to give the world more of my energy that they can vibe to. You know what I'm saying? Because I've literally went to a high mountain, and I have spoke what I wanted into the atmosphere so that it could rain down upon me and become a part of the existence of the life that I'm living today. And I really mean this. I hiked up to a mountain and I spoke into the sky what I wanted, my demands. I manifested everything that I'm sowing today, and now those blessings are starting to rain down upon me. You know what I'm saying? And as I sit back and enjoy this here precipitation, it's time for the evolution. So I appreciate y'all for sticking it through with me. I love y'all, and I wish y'all the best. Pure energy, and high vibrations. Peace and love, baby. I'm out.